Aikui, Nekna Malinda, and this is my channel, The Midnight Librarian. And today I will be talking about my Tarot Readathon TBR. Yeah, I said I wasn't going to do any readathons in July, however, I didn't know about this one, and now I'm excited, and I want to try it and give it a shot. This readathon takes place at the start of the new moon of July 10th, and goes until the full moon, which is July 24th. It's 14 days, so 2 weeks, so I will see if I actually do the 14 days or if I'll just expand it to the whole month. I kind of like the thought of it beginning and ending with different phases of the moon. It's hosted by a slew of people, but mostly it has teams. So there is 4 teams, I believe. Each team has its own host. So Cups is Deja from Deja's Book World. Swords is hosted by Brittany, by Literally Smitten. Wands, hosted by Jess from Books Past Bedtime. And Pentacles by Noelle from Noelle 7 Pages. So each team has its own positives and negatives. So basically if it's upright, it's the positive portion of its team, and then it's reversed, it means that there's a negative effect. So I don't know what team I'm going to be on. They suggested that if I don't know, to just kind of pull from my deck. I have 6 books on my July TBR anyway. I think what I will try to do is try to either get these ones, either combine my current July TBR with this, or try to get audiobooks from my library or from Libro. So already, if I pull I know that one of the disadvantages for Pentacles is that your TBR must consist only of books you already own, and you can use the library if you need to. So that's so each team has points. It has a point system. This whole thing has a Discord. There's a place where you can submit the points, and of course, the positive effects of each team goes towards the point system. So yeah, I don't know, it just sounds fun. I do have a tarot deck as I've been shuffling. I haven't used this before. I actually bought it strictly for the illustrations because it is the Antique Anatomy Tarot deck. So it has anatomy and botany illustrations to it, and I absolutely love it. One thing I did notice right off the bat though is that I don't have swords, pentacles, wands, or cups. I have different things, and I'll just explain them to you. Yeah, I have blades, elixirs, coins, and what was the other one? Rods. So yeah, I have different suits, which is fine. Basically, blades can be swords, rods can be wands, the coins will have to be pentacles, and the elixirs will be cups. So that's how I'll think of it, and each card basically has a prompt, and that's what I'm excited about. Okay, so the first card I draw is going to be which team I'm going to be on. Let's find out. That is elixirs, so I'm on cups with Deja from Deja's Book World. Water, emotions, relationships, intuition, creativity. Cups, team upright. I can modify or come up with a new prompt for one of the cards prompts that I get. Can relate the imagery on the card, the colors, the actual meaning, etc. The star equals read a book with stars on the cover. Yeah, and then the Cups team reversed is once my TBR is set, there is no changing or swapping books halfway through, including DNFs. If I DNF a book from my TBR, the prompt that book was for won't be completed. You can add one more prompt and books as you can add on more prompts and books as you go throughout the readathon, but you cannot replace a book for the same prompt. Got it. That's going to be a challenge for me, but it should be fun. Okay, so it's going to be cups. I'm going to write that down, otherwise I'm going to forget. No, that should be fine. Okay. So, yeah. But yeah, so botanical illustrations with some old school. Yeah, I'm loving this. Okay, so I'm not sure how many prompts I'll pick. I think we'll kind of go, I'm thinking 5 for right now. That's going to be ambitious, but I'm hoping that I can get some of my July TBR books on here. Shuffle them up again. And then for my first prompt, that is 3 of blades. So 3 of swords. And that is going to be read a book that you think will be a tearjerker. So for the prompt 3 of swords, which is read a book that you think will be a tearjerker, I'm going to pick Last Night at the Telegraph Club by Malinda Lo. This is a historic sapphic romance during 1957 when the United States was going through the Red Scare, and the main character is a young Chinese woman who is falling in love with another woman. A dangerous time to be not only Chinese but to be interested in the same sex. It's dangerous to be queer. So I have a feeling this is going to be hard hitting and fairly heavy considering the topic, but I'm also excited for it. This cover is beautiful. If you want to know more, I'll link the book description for Goodreads down in the description down below. Otherwise, I've already talked about this in my July wrap up if you haven't, or July TBR if you haven't yet seen it. This also works for my Buzz Wordathon prompt for the month, which is the word last. So this is I kind of have to read at this point. Okay, for the second prompt, we're gonna go with I don't know what that is. It's a bone, but which makes me feel like it's a face card as opposed to a suit. Yeah, so numerology 8, astrological correspondence Leo, element fire, companion card the star. When we think of strength, we often think of brute force and aggression, but in the tarot, the strength card is here to teach you that sometimes the most effective form of power is quiet resolve and calm demeanor. Strength asks you to have courage when facing your fears or when you come up against obstacles. You have the ability to endure all of life's problems. You just need to show a lot of patience and understand that grace and dignity come from within. Okay, so that's pretty cool. So it is a face card. So then I will go down to so for strength, it is read a book that features animals in some way. The Beast Warrior by Nahoko Uehashi. This is the sequel to The Beast Player, and there is animals in here. This is the animal of the priesthood in this fantasy world. We are following Rin, who can communicate with this animal when no one thought that anyone could. She is part of a line that is able to speak not only to these priesthood mythical animals that are part wolf, part bird, but they can also speak to this dragon serpent type thing, water serpent, that is the animal of the military. There is political conflict. It's really interesting. I really enjoyed the atmosphere of the first book. This is also on my July TBR, and this is perfect because I wanted to get to this one this month. Obviously it's on my July TBR and now this one. But what I am excited about is that during the 10th through the 24th I will be camping, and that was one of This was the book that I wanted to read while camping because I read the first one while camping several years ago. So I'm hoping it elicits the same emotion from me. Next, I keep shuffling in between. I keep forgetting to like put my hands up far enough. Okay, so let's do this one. That is the one of coins. So I think it's an ace. So the ace of coins, which is going to be the pentacles, for the readathon is read a book with one word. Yeah, read a book with a one-word title. None of my July books have a one-word title, so hold on. Okay, so for one of coin, which is transferring to one of pentacles, which the prompt is read a book with a one-word title, I am going to read Kink. This is an anthology edited by Kwon and Garth Greenwell, featuring several authors talking about literary fiction that opens an imaginative door into the world of desire. The stories within portray longing, love, BDSM, and sexual kinks in all their glory. So I did have this on my June TBR. I wasn't able to get to it because I just was in a reading slump in terms of physical books. I'm still hoping to get to it as I'm still excited to read it. So Kink for one of coin. Okay, now this is prompt 4, and that is 7 of coins, which is 7 of pentacles, which is read a book featuring sustainability or has a big focus on nature. So for 7 of pentacles, I am going to choose Gathering Moss by Robin Wall Kimmerer. I just recently read Braiding Sweetgrass by Robin Wall Kimmerer and absolutely loved it. So I didn't think I was going to get to this soon, but I'm excited for it. I actually recently got this for my birthday from one of my good friends who I talk about botany with consistently. So particularly like botany books. So we're both really into foraging, and I was so happy to receive this from her for my birthday. So I am super excited to be able to put this on my TBR. I'm really hoping I can get to it, but at the same time, it's relatively short. It's under 200 pages. So I don't really know what this one's about. I assume it's about moss. It's a nonfiction. And it's Robin Wall Kimmerer's first book. It makes a science and personal reflection that invites readers to explore and learn from the elegantly simple lives of mosses. In this series of linked personal essays, the author clearly and artfully explains the biology of mosses and reflects on what these fascinating organisms can teach us. Okay, so I feel like it's going to be fairly similar to Braiding Sweetgrass, which I'm there for. And I'm right, let's shuffle again. I know how to shuffle. I just don't want to bend these cards. So I'm shuffling, I don't know, like these cards are delicate. The Chariot. I love that. I don't know what it is. Oh, it looks like it's skulls. Horse skulls with its spine is what it looks like. And beautiful flowers. Okay, so Chariot. Read a booktube / bookstagram recommendation. That's what I'm gonna do for the Chariot. I am going to read Sorrowland. This is the kind of cheating a little bit in that one, I've already started reading it. But two, this was the book pick for the Queer Blackathon hosted by Jessie from Bowties and Books. And I remember Starla from Starla Reads talking about this as well. From what I understand, we are following a young woman who leaves a cult. She's pregnant and ends up having twins in the woods after escaping. That's all I know about it, really. And I think I'm only on chapter 3 right now. So, but this is what I'm picking when I'm choosing. Also, gorgeous cover. So that was 5, but I kind of want to pick more. I think I'll pick 2 more, so 7 overall. And then if I do DNF any, I'll pick more for the 6th prompt. Is was that 9? 9 of blades, so 9 of swords. Read a book with mental health rep. So I don't know if this has mental health rep or not. I've heard it does, but take a hint, Dani Brown. This is the second in the Brown Sisters trilogy. We're following Dani, who is the middle child of the Brown Sisters. She is going for her PhD. She is, I believe, bisexual, but doesn't want to be in a romantic relationship. She just kind of wants to have fun because of a bad breakup. But when Zafir Ansari ends up rescuing Dani from a workplace fire drill, and it was caught on camera, has gone viral. Zafir is begging her to do a fake dating to increase the awareness of the rugby team that he holds for charity, sports charity for kids. And it is giving it publicity. So I've heard that this has anxiety rep in it, but I'm not entirely sure. If you've read this and you can say for sure, let me know. If not, I'll go ahead and switch it out. But I can't. I'll pull another one. I don't know. So this is what I'm choosing for. I'm hoping that it's okay. I swear this is my last pull. So we're going to go with the 7th one, and we're going to go with this one. A lot of swords this time around. Now this one would be technically in reverse. So this is blades. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This is the 10 of blades. So the 10 of swords is read a murder mystery book or a book featuring a murder. Okay. I think for that, I am going to choose My Heart is a Chainsaw by Stephen Graham Jones. This is his new release. This is an ARC sent to me by Saga, so thank you so much. This comes out August 31st of this year, approximately. I have the final, I do have it pre-ordered so I can support Stephen Graham Jones, an Indigenous author, as well as I want the final version. But I believe this is following Jade, and she feels like she's trapped in a slasher film. Tourists are going missing. Tourists are also taking over her small town, and instead of canoes going across the lake, it is yachts. So yeah, I think it'll be an interesting read. Stephen Graham Jones is pretty much heading the gothic horror of Indigenous lit. I would assume that there's a murder in here if tourists are going missing. So yeah, I think that's gonna go with this. Alright, so this is my stack for the Tarot Readathon. We'll see if I get through it. I was able to put on some of my July for my some books for my overall July TBR, so I'm hoping. I also really hope that I can find some of these on Audible, as an audiobook, either through my library or a decent for a decent price. We'll see. I'm hoping I can find them through my library. So yeah, if you've made it this far, please be sure to give this video a thumbs up. If you were participating in the Tarot Readathon, what team are you on? Like I said, I don't use tarot cards I haven't used these ones in particular. I've used them before, but it's been like So if you haven't yet already, be sure to hit subscribe and hit the little bell icon to get notified when I post more content. Also, be sure to check out my raise awareness links down in the description down below. Otherwise, I hope to see you in a video very soon. I hope you are in the mental mindset to enjoy your reading. Chew.